I wanted to make a video about me and what the plan is for the next year and stuff. So I actually am going to do my makeup while discussing this with you, and I hope you like it, really. So to start off with, I'm going to get my mirror. Stick it here. I'm going to take my glasses off. To start off with, I get the Cell facial, this FPF 50, and I just rub this into my face. So if you don't know who I am Saf. I am 29, and from last week I was diagnosed as severely autistic. I always knew I was autistic, but the thing that got me is the severe part. But looking back at certain things and certain bits in my life, which I will go into one day, I really didn't realise how severe I was until I got tested. So next I go in with my L'Oreal Illuminator Glow. My nan bought me a new one of these for Christmas yesterday, and I was so excited because I love this stuff. So basically, I if you don't know, all my life I have really struggled with myself, my mental health, my just not fitting in and stuff. I was in an 8-year-long relationship, on and off. I broke up with him last summer to get with someone else, and then I go in with my foundation, which is the Fenty Beauty Erase Drops in shade 8. I then got with someone else, which then this summer, actually on my birthday, cheated on me, to the stage where it messed me up so much that I stopped eating for 6 weeks, and I'm also using the Morphe foundation brush in M0106. I just basically stopped eating and stuff. We were then on and off for about 2 months. The other girl is very still much in his life, in my life, in everyone's life. And then in September, he came to me and said that he basically told me what was going on, and said that he wants to hang on, I need to get that other body foundation. And then he came to me in September and said he wants to experiment with his sexuality, which I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But kind of kept the other girl on the scene. And then he was like, to me, oh, I kind of want to and then he texted me going, oh, let's look for flirts and stuff. So yeah, that's something I've been going on like for the last 6 months. And then most importantly right now is that I last week got diagnosed with severe autism, which I knew I was autistic. I have meltdowns, a lot of them. I'm now going into the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in shade 19109. This is a bit too dark for me, but it's the only concealer I have right now. So I basically, so then I got diagnosed with autism, severe autism, and that makes sense why the whole thing with my ex-boyfriend was more of a traumatic thing than it should have been. Also, I always knew I was autistic. Like, it wasn't like I never didn't know I was autistic. I always knew I was autistic. I just basically needed the help. Basically, long story short, my one of my best friends suddenly died last year. I'm not really getting into it because I don't really want you to know who I am and what I do for a living, and you will find out like eventually through the vlogs and stuff, but I just don't really want to get into that situation right now. So I basically I'm now using the Maybelline Erase in shade 8 as my contour. I basically need counselling for grief, but if I go to a counsellor, they just diagnose me with severe OCD and they don't recognise that I'm autistic. So I'm not really getting the help I need because they don't know if I'm autistic. So in the summer, after my boyfriend cheated on me with this girl, I basically was like, I need help. Can you I need it. I need like my autism diagnosis, and then they were like, oh, you need to go to Right to Move, and I was like, I tried that, but it's too overwhelming because there's too much should have used this concealer. Too much information, and I don't understand it, and it makes me overwhelmed. Anyway, they found me an appointment, and that's how I got my autism diagnosis eventually. It took me 5 years, I think. I was on the waiting list for like 5 years, but I eventually got it, and then I had the assessment, got told last week, and now I'm like, in the next year I just want to spend time trying to find myself, because for the last 5 years I've been working so hard trying to achieve so much for other people in my day job that I not even my day job, because I'm a waitress in my day job. I want to by the way, I'm putting my Kat Von D setting powder on. If you don't know, so the plan for this channel, sorry, this is such a awful situation, but this is how my brain works right now. I'm going to try and do weekly vlogs about my autistic life. They might be boring, they might be interesting. Basically, my day-to-day life is I go to work, at 6:30. I'm just putting the Kylie Cosmetics bronzer through my lid in shade Toasty. I go to work, then I go to Cafe Nero to do some other work for my businesses that you will know about eventually, and then I come home and go to bed. I do want to change that, and my ex-boyfriend is in the process of buying me some stuff because I want to start live streaming my makeup. Makeup's my passion. Makeup is going to be my passion. Makeup, I want to start streaming my makeup looks and how I do makeup as a autistic adult, because I get told a lot of times that autistic people really can't do makeup, and I couldn't do makeup until about 4 years ago when I taught myself, and now I work on a lot of TV shows by doing makeup now, so you know, like, I'm really like educated on it and I'm self-taught, so I want to start doing that. So I'm going to start streaming mostly daily, actually. I think mostly daily. I'm now putting the Vet n Wild highlighting powder through on my lid to make it a bit shiny. Also, I'm doing my makeup right now because I have to film 2 podcasts for my F1 podcast. I have a F1 podcast, or I'm starting an F1 podcast, and I need to look my best in it. That's why I'm currently doing my makeup and having a talk with you guys. So yeah, I'm doing the F1 podcast. That's going to be 4 videos a week. Every week. Some of it's going to be about the history of F1. Some of it's going to be about race weekends. Also, my book content is coming back on my my BookTube channel. I really want to get back into reading, and I really want to share with you reading stuff and bits and pieces. I'm just going to do my eyeliner, which is the Lotte London AM to PM eyeliner. So my, going back to the original thing, my ex-boyfriend, we're not together anymore, is buying me some new setup stuff. Like, he's going to get me a new desk, he's going to get me a new computer, he's going to get me a new like, just so much stuff. I'm now putting the toasted thing on my cheeks as my bronzer to make my life a little bit easier. I'm also going to try and go to Cafe Nero every day after work, so the bits that I can get done, like editing and stuff, I will get done in Cafe Nero. Also, so the book stuff, my what else? I'm going to make a blog, on Medium about random shit I love, because I love random shit as an autistic person. So I will talk about that on there. That would eventually be a podcast, but I just don't have time this year to do that. Also, I'm going to do I have a lot of things planned for the next year. I just need to execute it in the right way, and sometimes I find that really difficult because I take so much on at once, but then I don't, then I get overwhelmed with what I want to achieve, and then I don't do it, which is basically what's been happening the last like couple weeks. But I'm hopefully like on the like right side of my like mental health now. I have started eating again. I did stop for a while. You learn that as you watch my daily vlogs. Also, I just wanted a weekly vlog for like myself to look back at it in like 3 years time and say, oh, I was really depressed then, or I was in a really dark place, because I'm not depressed. I'm just in a dark place. So I forgot to tell you what this is. This is the Max Factor Infusion Cream Blush in Radiant Rose. My nan just bought me any one of these for Christmas as well, because I really like this. So yeah, so I got so much planned. I also want to release some books this year, which, if everything goes alright, it will. I just want to basically spend the next year on me, and don't worry about the dickhead boyfriends in my life, or the dickhead boyfriend in my life, because I'm 100% sure he will come back. Like all his friends, can I just say he most probably will watch this and laugh at me. He will come back. He just needs his time to achieve, and when you find out who he is and what he does, it would make more sense of why it's such a traumatic situation for me, because of the fact that he basically, of what he is and what he does and stuff. Also, I'm now putting that highlighter that I put on my lid on my cheeks. I also just want to basically just show people that you can be autistic and still live your life. Like, I'm severely autistic apparently, and I still live my life pretty normally. I don't know how, but I do, and that's a really big shock for me. Hang on 1 second. Pencil Max Factor Lugan lip liner in shade brown to nude. I don't know where this came from. So yeah, so so basically I just want to show people that even though you have autism, ADHD, anything like that, you can still achieve your goals and your dreams, and I have so many and I will achieve them all. It's just going to take me a little bit longer because I don't function like the normal person does. I function as how I do, and not how people want me to function. Also, I just want to show people me, like who I am, when I'm not masking, when I'm not hiding who I am, because I think for a long time because I think for a long time I have hid who I am by masking and as by masking and stuff, and I don't want people to see the masking stuff anymore. I want people to see me as me. And I kind of want to share this journey of my self-foundness and how I'm going to find myself. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry this video was so rambly. It's just 20 minutes of me rambling and half the time not looking at the camera, and I'm really sorry. Also, before I forget, the brown lip gloss I got on is Fenty Beauty in shade Unveil, and then I just put the Fenty Beauty glass slipper gloss bomb on top. So yeah, that's basically me doing my makeup, explaining to you in a really bad way what is happening on this channel. But basically on this channel I am going to film a vlog weekly, upload it on Monday. I don't know what time. I'm not going to state a time, but that's how I want to go forward, filming a weekly vlog, uploading it on a Monday for you guys to see. Sometimes it might be boring, sometimes it might be interesting, sometimes it will just be me crying, but I want to share this process with you all. So yeah, so if you want to join the process, remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you for the first week's vlog next week. Bye.